ever feel like, you're just drowning in inefficiencies, like you're always trying to catch up?
Right.
Well, today we're diving into total productive maintenance.
TPM.
Yeah, TPM, which is like a lifesaver for those feelings. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They're already up on TPM, but we're going deeper, like really trying to extract those aha moments, those little golden nuggets.
Exactly.
The ones that make you rethink how you see efficiency in, well, everything you do at work.
And trust me, TPM,
Right.
it's more than just a buzzword. It's a real practical roadmap to a smoother, more productive work life. And surprisingly, it all starts with something we can all relate to.
You got it. We're starting with 5S,
The foundation.
which sounds so simple. Sort, straighten, shine, standardize, sustain.
Right.
But don't let that fool you.
It's the foundation of the entire TPM house. Like, if you think about it, it's like a shaky foundation can make a building crumble if you have a disorganized workplace.
Oh, yeah.
It can create inefficiencies everywhere.
We've all had that junk drawer frustration, right?
Yes.
Now imagine that same chaos, but like on a factory floor,
Right.
impacting production, stressing everyone out.
Exactly.
5S eliminates that. It
Right.
like makes those problems visible.
I worked with this one company, and they were so skeptical about 5S. They thought it was just cleaning up. But once they actually implemented it,
Yeah.
they were shocked by the hidden problems they uncover. Stuff like, oh, this tool is always misplaced, and it slows down the entire production line.
It's amazing what a little organization can uncover.
It is. And it's not just about, making things look nice. A clean and organized workspace, it's inherently safer, more efficient.
Absolutely.
When everything has a designated spot, you waste less time searching for things, less risk of accidents. And it creates an environment where you can easily see and address problems.
And speaking of tackling those problems, that's where these next few pillars come in. We're
Mhm.
moving from like react
Team reactive.
to proactive
Yeah.
with autonomous maintenance, Kubetsu Kaizen, and planned maintenance.
Moving away from that firefighting mentality towards prevention and constant improvement.
And I love how TPM really understands the power of people, starting with autonomous maintenance. Instead of operators being like just cogs in a machine,
Right.
this pillar says they're the first line of defense against equipment problems.
Exactly. Give them the knowledge, the skills to take care of those basic maintenance tasks. That frees up the specialized teams, but it also creates this sense of ownership for them, pride in their work.
It's like when I finally learned how to change a tire.
Yes.
I wasn't relying on a tow truck or a mechanic anymore.
Mm.
I felt empowered, capable. That's what we want for every single operator.
Exactly. Shifting from blaming to we're all in this together.
Mm-hmm.
And that teamwork, it's crucial for our next pillar, Kubetsu Kaizen.
Pillar 3, where those small incremental improvements, the ones we often think are insignificant, they actually lead to huge gains over time.
It's that snowball effect.
Yes.
We tend to focus on the big revolutionary changes, but those small, consistent efforts often have the biggest impact in the long run.
Our source material had a great example of this. A factory rearranged the tools on a workbench. Seems so minor, right?
Right.
But that small tweak reduced how much operators had to move around, save time, and their output increased overall.
And that's the beauty, those aha moments where you're like, wow, even the smallest changes can have a ripple effect.
Like, take care of the pennies and the pounds will take care of themselves.
Right.
But in this case, it's take care of the seconds and the hours will take care of themselves.
Exactly. And once you have that mindset of continuous improvement, you're ready for pillar 4, planned maintenance.
Thinking bigger picture now,
Yes.
shifting from reactive repairs to actually preventing them.
Proactive.
Imagine never having to deal with a huge equipment failure because you anticipated it and addressed the issue before it became a problem.
It's like having a crystal ball for your equipment, right?
Yeah.
But instead of vague predictions, you've got hard data and a solid plan based on the specific needs of your machines, their expected lifespans.
It's like an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right?
Right.
But in this case, it's more like an ounce of plant maintenance is worth a ton of reactive repairs.
Yes. And, just like you wouldn't manage every project the same way, planned maintenance isn't one size fits all. There are those 3 types we talked about.
Yeah. Time-based,
Yeah.
condition-based, and then inspection and repair.
Yeah.
It's about finding the right strategy, for the specific equipment and situation.
Right. So time-based maintenance, it's like those regular check-ins you have for your projects, right?
Okay, yeah.
You're just keeping things running smoothly with that routine maintenance.
Makes sense. So then condition-based, I'm guessing that's more like when you see those little red flags pop up,
Exactly.
those signs
Yeah,
that maybe something needs a little attention before it becomes a huge problem.
you got it. Monitoring for those potential problems, and then you jump in early.
Got it.
And then inspection and repair, that's more like your after-action report.
Okay.
That comprehensive assessment, making sure that everything is still in top shape.
So it's like you've got this whole toolbox, right?
Yes.
Of
Yeah.
different maintenance strategies, and they all play a role in maximizing that uptime, minimizing those disruptions.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of maximizing efficiency, brings us to a pillar that I think sometimes gets overlooked.
Yes.
But it's crucial, especially for anyone who really needs things to run smoothly. Office TPM.
Yeah, we tend to think about TPM with manufacturing,
Yeah.
but inefficiencies, they can pop up anywhere.
Yeah.
Especially in those administrative processes, the ones we don't even think about.
Right.
We just take them for granted.
It's like a messy desk, messy mind.
Right.
But in this case, it's a messy office, messy workflow.
Yes. Office TPM is all about using those same principles, organization, standardization, continuous improvement, but to make your workflows better.
All right.
Eliminate those bottlenecks, reduce those administrative headaches.
So we're tackling those paper jams with the same intensity as a mechanical one.
Exactly.
And I'm guessing this is where those 12 major losses from the source material come in.
Yes. They're like a diagnostic tool, you know?
Yeah.
They help us see exactly where we're losing time and efficiency in the office. Like, think about all the time you waste tracking down approvals or searching for files that are lost.
Oof, yes.
That's processing loss and motion loss right there.
It's like when you can't find that one document in your inbox and you're like, where is it?
Exactly. It's the worst. And then there's communication loss.
Oh, yeah.
All those misunderstandings, delays, just from bad communication.
We've all been in those email chains.
Oh, yeah.
Or playing phone tag.
Yes. When you could have just solved it with a quick conversation.
Exactly.
Office TPM is about finding those pain points and actually fixing them, whether it's standardizing how you communicate, creating clear roles and responsibilities, or even using technology more so you can automate some of those routine tasks.
And since we're on the topic of empowering people, let's talk about pillar number 6, training.
Yes.
Because even with perfectly maintained equipment and super streamlined processes,
Right.
it all falls apart if you don't have skilled, knowledgeable people.
It's the key. Training is absolutely essential to TPM. It's about investing in your people, giving them the knowledge and the skills, not just to work the equipment and maintain it,
Right.
but to contribute to that culture of continuous improvement that we talked about.
And it's not even just about the technical stuff, is it?
No.
It's about problem solving, thinking critically,
Yes.
having that proactive mindset that TPM needs to thrive.
The source material talked about those 4 phases of employee development.
Yes.
You go from I don't know to I can do
Right.
to I can do and I can teach. It's really a journey.
It is. It's empowering.
It is.
I love that TPM gets that. It recognizes that the best asset you have is your people. Exactly. And speaking of valuable assets, let's move on to quality maintenance, pillar number 7. Because, I mean, in today's world, you got to deliver quality consistently, right?
It's a
We all know those companies with the bad products or the service is always unreliable.
Right.
Quality maintenance is about making sure that's never you.
Exactly. It's about building quality into everything you do. From the equipment you're using to your workforce's skills, it's identifying those quality components, the stuff that makes or breaks your final product or service, and then putting those really strong control methods into place.
And the source material had a great tool for that, the quality maintenance check sheet.
Yeah, it's like imagine a roadmap, right? But for quality, it helps you really break down each quality component. What's its status right now? How do we prevent defects? And then what are those clear standards that everyone can follow?
So it's like this really detailed checklist. No
Exactly.
more ambiguity.
Right.
No more guessing games.
And finally, we're at our 8th pillar, safety, health, and environment, which, you know,
Important.
should be so important to everyone.
It's easy to get like wrapped up in being more efficient and forget.
Yeah,
If everyone's not safe and healthy, none of it matters.
absolutely.
Yeah.
A truly efficient workplace is one where everyone feels safe, respected, empowered enough to actually say something if they see something's not right.
Yes. And the source material really emphasized that accidents happen when you have those unsafe conditions.
Yes.
And then people are also like behaving in unsafe ways.
It's both, right? It's those two sides of the coin. You need to have those really good safety protocols in place and the right equipment. But you also need a culture where everyone feels comfortable saying something's off. They're not going to get in trouble, you know?
Right, because at the end of the day, you want to go home the way you came to work.
Exactly. Which actually brings us to the end of our little deep dive here.
It has been a journey. 9 pillars of TPM. We went from those foundational principles like 5S to making operators your first line of defense with autonomous maintenance.
Right.
And who could forget that continuous improvement mindset? Kibitsu Kaizen.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
We talked about planned maintenance being proactive, right? The importance of streamlining those office workflows with Office TPM, investing in your people training, and then, of course, that critical role of quality maintenance to deliver really good products and services. And we finished it all off with safety, health, and environment. It's all connected.
It is like we assembled this well-oiled machine.
And that's the beauty, right? It's not even just those individual parts, it's how it all works together.
Right.
To create a more efficient, more productive, and let's be honest, a more fulfilling place to work.
So as you're going through your day, think about the areas where you just feel stuck.
Yes.
Where do you feel that drain of your time and energy? Because TPM is not just some concept. It gives you the steps. It's a roadmap to fix those challenges and make your work life so much better.
And that actually makes you wonder, if it's this good,
Right.
why aren't more organizations doing it?
It's a good question. It is. And on that note, I think we'll wrap up this deep dive into total productive maintenance. Hopefully you got some good takeaways.
Yes.
And maybe a little bit of that renewed appreciation wow, a good system can be really powerful.
It can.
Until next time, keep those gears turning and all those improvement ideas flowing.